what we're doing here is we're having a test of a Magrav and how to test it with your multimeter. So we set this to maximum ohms, yeah?
Yep.
And we've got 1.
Yeah, well, that 1 means infinite.
And then we put the live.
Live in and live out. Polarity doesn't matter.
Polarity doesn't matter. So we get the plug.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which side is live?
Put that one live on the live.
Yep.
And then we drop it down.
And the
live. We're getting nothing.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Right.
It should be infinite.
It should be infinite. Okay.
Okay. You can get away with 500K, 500,000 ohms resistance or higher, but ultimately it should be infinite.
Put it on the highest resistance ohms again, yeah?
Yep. And each coil layer, you'll have an input and an output on each coil layer. Test between those inputs and outputs.
And it doesn't matter which way I go.
Nope. Polarity doesn't matter.
Went to 500 immediately.
Okay.
Now it's gone to north.
Okay. 0?
0.
That's not good. 0 means you have no resistance. So your nanocoating, there's a problem with your nanocoating. Now, Dave, you got to be very gentle when you do this. You might have bit through the nanocoating. Don't rub them on, just touch them very, very gently.
Just put it up. No. I've got it. I've moved it up a bit. I'll move it down a bit. I've got it to 1.
Okay.
Just it might have been where I was touching might have not been nanocoated very well. Let's do it
That's
again.
right. If you bite through the coating and you're touching copper, then you're going to wind up with 0 resistance, or essentially nothing. And do that with all 3 layers.
One again. It's like
You want the 1. You want infinite. That's what you want.
one again in like about 5 different areas. I get them 1.
Okay, good, beautiful.
So we go to the next one.
Yep. And you only really have to test 1 spot, and that's right where your connections are.
So where's this next one here? Right, so now let me do the third one. 1.
Beautiful.
Let's try it somewhere else. 1. Now don't you put live in, live out? Don't we do that test?
Yeah, that's the first one you did.
Yeah, but that one, don't we do it on the nanocoating?
No, you don't need to.
Where we connected the...
Well, the wires, if you did it from the plugs, all you're doing is you're adding that wire to your multimeter. You're still connecting it to the nanocoating because that's where the wire is connected to. So it doesn't matter. So now the next test, just for security's sake, is to test each of the capacitor banks from one rail to the other.
From one side
from one rail to the other, from the coil side to the pin side on both your capacitor banks.
What should we be getting?
Infinite.
Infinite is 1, John, is that right?
Yep.
I got 1.
It should the same rating as if you hold the 2 probes up in the air a foot apart.
1.
Beautiful. Okay, perfect.
And then 1 and then 1,000. 16,000. 1. It's because I'm moving. one, and then it moved, and then I moved. One, and then it went 1300. I still must pay from this one.
Well, there, 1300 is still well within tolerance because that's 1.3 megohms.
When I touch the paper, it changes.
The paper is charged, Dave.
Ah, oh, now that's got one. Now I'll put it on the knuckle.
Okay, so we know your system is technically correct.
One.
Okay, yep, so that unit, it appears to be fine. Now the next thing to do would be to plug it into the wall. And if it's going to pop, it's going to pop right away. And if it does pop, the problem is probably your capacitors aren't dry. But you know that. You've done that before, so.
Okay, plug it in. I'll recheck it. Yeah. No, I only play around. The light and is at the top, so that's that one there. Just plug it in now, and if you get the problem, you're okay, you're good to go. Well done. Okay, John, now celebrating there?
Okay, so nothing blew up?
No.
Okay, so the next thing is to plug a minor load in.
Okay.
A couple hundred watts, a light bulb, something, you know, kick it up 100, 150, 200 watts, somewhere in there if you've got it.
75 watts.
75. Yeah, probably. We should, I suppose we should show you us doing this now, shouldn't we?
And if this load fires, then your Magravs system is working perfectly.
A little fan, Dave. That's only the 25 watts.
Oh, that's fine. Just as long don't really load it up. Don't put like a 1500 watt hairdryer on it. But a couple of hundred watts is fine.
Don't plug in a big thing like 15 watts, 100 watts. Plug that one in.
Yep, but that fan will do just fine.
Does it want to know if it's output?
And it's spun up, so your system is perfect.